Welcome back to Drive Explore. Forget everything you thought you knew about the Forester, because the 2026 model is taking things to a whole new level. With higher ground clearance, bigger tires, and some surprising upgrades under the hood, it's not just an SUV, it's an adventure machine built for every road and off-road trail in the US. But here's the twist, some of its changes might actually make you question whether it's still the Forester you've loved for years. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see why this could be the most exciting Forester yet and whether it's really worth your next car purchase. The Subaru Forester has long been a favorite for drivers who need a reliable, versatile SUV perfect for family trips, weekend adventures, and tackling all kinds of roads across the US. And now, Subaru is back with the 2026 Forester, bringing a fresh look, bolder design, and upgrades that promise to redefine what this compact SUV can do. From higher ground clearance to more rugged tires, this new model isn't just an update, it's a statement for anyone who loves freedom on the road. In this video, we'll explore every corner of the Forester, from the interior and tech to performance and real-world handling, so you can see if it truly lives up to the hype. The first thing you notice about the 2026 Subaru Forester is its stance. It sits taller, with noticeably bigger tires and a higher ground clearance that immediately screams adventure-ready. Subaru has leaned into its rugged DNA here, and it shows. From the bold front grille with sharper edges to the sleeker LED headlights that cut through the dark like spotlights on a trail, this is easily the most commanding Forester we've seen yet. It looks less like a family commuter and more like a machine built to tackle dirt roads, mountain passes, and everything in between. Step inside, and the changes continue. The interior has been modernized, but Subaru hasn't abandoned the practicality Forester fans love. The cabin feels spacious, airy, and functional, with excellent visibility, something Subaru has always done well. But now you also get upgraded materials, a larger center touchscreen with the latest infotainment system, and seamless smartphone integration. The digital driver display adds a modern touch, and higher trims bring features like ventilated seats, wireless charging, and a panoramic sunroof that makes long drives feel open and inviting. Still, Subaru hasn't gone overboard. Everything is laid out simply, making it easy to use without feeling like you need a tech manual. Performance-wise, this is where things get interesting. The Forester is sticking with a tried-and-true four-cylinder engine, but thanks to fine-tuning and weight adjustments, it feels more responsive. The added clearance and beefier tires don't just look good, they enhance the SUV's off-road confidence. You can picture yourself climbing rocky trails or pushing through a snowy road with ease. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system is still at the heart of this vehicle, and it continues to be one of the best in the business. On wet highways, gravel backroads, or slick city streets, it gives you confidence few rivals can match. Now, here's the part you might not expect, the Forester isn't trying to be the fastest SUV in its class. Acceleration is modest, and while it's smooth, it won't blow anyone away in a drag race. But that's not really the point here. The 2026 Forester is all about balance, a car that can handle your daily commute just as easily as it handles a dirt trail. For families who love weekend adventures, that's a winning formula. In terms of safety, Subaru continues to pack in its EyeSight driver assist suite, now with even more refinement. Lane centering feels smoother, adaptive cruise is more intuitive, and new features like a wider-angle camera help catch potential hazards earlier. For families, that peace of mind is priceless. Fuel efficiency is respectable too, considering the beefier design. It may not rival the hybrid SUVs in its segment, but Subaru has managed to keep it competitive enough that you won't feel like you're overpaying at the pump. And with the promise of hybrid tech in the near future, Subaru is hinting that bigger things may be around the corner. But here's the real question, does all of this make the 2026 Forester worth upgrading to, or is it just a safe refresh? The answer depends on how much you value its rugged upgrades versus what competitors like Toyota and Honda are offering. And when we get to pricing and trims, you might be surprised at how Subaru positions this SUV in the US market. Stick around, because the value for money discussion could be the biggest twist of this entire review. After exploring the design, tech, and safety features, it's time to see how the 2026 Subaru Forester truly performs where it matters most, on the road and off it. Right away, you feel the difference. The taller stance and bigger tires aren't just for show, they give the Forester a commanding presence on rough trails and uneven terrain. Hitting a gravel path, the suspension soaks up bumps smoothly, and the symmetrical all-wheel drive grips with surprising confidence. It's not just stable, it feels planted, almost like it's reading the terrain ahead of you. On the highway, acceleration may not be blistering, but the Forester feels composed and controlled. Steering is precise, and the cabin stays remarkably quiet even at higher speeds. You start to realize that this isn't an SUV built for flash, it's built for reliability, comfort, and adventure combined. Even in a real-world city scenario, the Forester shows its versatility. Tight parking lots, quick lane changes, and stop-and-go traffic reveal a nimbleness that contrasts sharply with its rugged off-road persona. It's like Subaru has somehow made a vehicle that's equally comfortable on a mountain trail and a downtown street, without compromise. But here's where it gets even more interesting. When we compare it to rivals in the same class, certain advantages pop. That higher clearance and beefier tire setup suddenly feel like game changers for anyone who travels off the beaten path regularly. At the same time, some compromises become apparent, like slightly slower acceleration and the absence of a hybrid option in the base trims. So, the question now becomes, does the 2026 Forester do enough to stand out in a crowded SUV market? The answer isn't as simple as a yes or no, because while it exceeds expectations in handling, safety, and versatility, its value equation will depend on what you prioritize most as a driver. And when we break down pricing, trims, and best buy recommendations in the next section, you'll see why this could either be a no-brainer upgrade or a very carefully considered choice. So after spending time with the 2026 Subaru Forester, here's the bottom line: it's not trying to be the flashiest SUV on the market, but it just might be the most well-rounded. Subaru has doubled down on what Forester fans already love: practicality, safety, and off-road confidence. The higher ground clearance, bigger tires, and sharper design make it feel tougher and more adventurous than ever before. For anyone who values weekend getaways, mountain trails, or just the security of knowing their SUV can handle unpredictable weather, this Forester delivers in spades. On the flip side, it's not perfect. If you're looking for lightning-fast acceleration, cutting-edge luxury materials, or a hybrid powertrain right out of the gate, the Forester doesn't quite check those boxes yet. And in a market where Toyota and Honda are pushing hybrid options hard, that could be a drawback for buyers who prioritize fuel economy above all else. But here's where Subaru nails it: value and identity. The Forester isn't trying to copy anyone, it's carving its own path as a rugged, family-friendly, and confidence-inspiring SUV. It's ideal for adventurous families, outdoor enthusiasts, or anyone who wants a daily driver that doesn't shy away from the occasional off-road challenge. If you want an SUV that feels safe, versatile, and trustworthy in every situation, the 2026 Forester deserves to be on your shortlist. And in the bigger picture, this launch matters. It shows that Subaru is staying true to its core while subtly modernizing its lineup for today's buyers. In an era where many SUVs are chasing sleek city styling or full electrification, the Forester is reminding us that there's still massive demand for capable, go-anywhere vehicles. This could influence other automakers to keep offering adventure-ready options instead of going fully urban-focused. So, what do you think? Is the 2026 Subaru Forester the right balance of ruggedness and everyday practicality, or does it need to push harder on performance and hybrid tech to keep up? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more in-depth car reviews, and share this video with a friend who's shopping for their next SUV. The adventure continues right here on this channel.